Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 4. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, Wendy and the family, they go to the park for some family fun, and that's the only park she gonna see this episode, because y'all know Robyn acting petty, child. So the boys are learning some football moves. So Wendy and Eddie and their daughter, they go over to the side. So Wendy tells Eddie about Peter. She's like, yeah, I saw your friend. He said, no, that's your friend. Baby, Eddie said, I don't know that man. Ooh, child, baby. He said, I do not know him. So she telling him about how she talked to Peter and he liked the lounge, library, coffee shop of it all, child. Because, you know, Wendy done put everything in there, honey. She going to be selling candles out the back of it. So Eddie is like, get to it. Okay, get into it if we're going to get into it. How much is this going to cost me? And she was like, $1.6 million. He said, of whose money? How much of your money do you have to pay? She said, $300,000 because it's not 50-50 and I like that. Well, the way Eddie is looking, 300,000 sound a little bit too much for him, Wendy. How many candles have you sold, child? So Eddie wants to know why she's doing this when she just started on Ye Home Essentials. Like, girl, the candles are just now burning down to the last piece of the week and you are already trying to jump into something else. But you know what? I understand, Wendy, because I was the same way. It's like you're trying to find your niche. You're trying to find what it is you like to do. Child, I have had so many businesses, okay? I had a blue light glasses business. It did rather well during the start of the pandemic. Then I said, I'm done with that. Child, I got 1,000,001 glasses still sitting up. Then I went into business with my sister. That didn't work out, honey. We wanted to claw and scratch each other's eyes out. I was the creative side and she was the business side. Then I wanted to do something else. Then I started YouTube. Now I'm going into another business. So it's like you just want to put your foot out there and see, just throw something up against the wall and see what sticks. But this lounge, library, castle, coffee shop, child, it ain't gonna work. So anywho, so she was like, yeah, but I would never get into business without your consent. Well, honey, I don't think he's consenting. Okay, let's just be clear. So she starts telling him about the TikTok class and how Robyn started getting all rah-rah all up in her face. And she was wondering, where's this energy coming from? Wendy, I know you ain't wondering where the energy come from, girl, when you sat there in her face and told her that her and her man's relationship was a shim-sham, even though it is. You said it to her face, girl. You don't remember? Oh, Wendy. So anyway, she's confused as to where all the energy is coming from. So then she tells him that Robyn invited everybody to this little fun day, but not her and her kids. And she was like, that's where I draw the line, because I'm a mom first. Over there with Robyn, she's at home practicing for field day. And she's like, yeah, I'm petty, but I don't have anything against her kids. Well, honey, it seems like it. It seems like you got something against her kids. We see them practicing the sack race. Juan finally comes out. Child, they done bribed him into being a part of a scene. So he comes outside, and I thought seeing all of them together was very cute. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought seeing them with their family was very cute. I like seeing family things. And it seems like this episode was all about the kids, because everybody on the cast had a scene with their children. There was Eddie and Wendy in the park. There was Karen on FaceTime with Raven. There was Giselle in the car with Grace. There was Robyn in the sack race with Juan. It was just everybody with their children. I loved it. So anyway, Robyn tells Juan that she invited everyone but Wendy. She's like, I'm not in a good place with Wendy. But I was thinking, and I don't want the kids to feel bad. So I came up with something. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to call Candace and ask her to play auntie and bring Wendy's kids, but not Wendy. Here go Juan. Great idea. That's great. Juan, are you nuts? That is not a great idea. So you mean to tell me that you're going to send your damn kids with somebody that you don't like and that doesn't like you? So you're going to send your kids off with somebody else so they can be a part of something that your wife is not a part of, their parent cannot be a part of? Child, y'all just say any old thing. On what planet would that ever make sense? Robyn, that is the dumbest. I see why you and Giselle have to work together, because it takes two of y'all to create one brain. Child, that's a whole fool. Moving forward. Back over with Wendy, she was like, I was hurt because, I mean, it's my kids. So back over with Robyn, she's like, yeah, and also this happened with Ashley and this happened with Chris and this happened with Giselle. So she telling him the whole story, right? She telling him about the Chris, Candace, and Gizzard love triangle or something like that. So she telling him about that and he's sitting back like, what? Word? See, this why I don't come around y'all like that. He looking at her crazy. Over with Wendy, she's telling Eddie the same story. So Eddie gonna say, not the Chris that cooks dinner for him. I know that's right, Eddie. Finally, somebody thinking. Not you gonna set up the man that cooks and invite you into his home. Child, please. Back over with Juan and Robyn. Juan feels like Robyn should have Candace call and apologize to Giselle. What is he apologizing to her for, Juan? Oh, my goodness, child. Yeah, you and Robyn, y'all belong together. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That man didn't do anything to Giselle. If she felt uncomfortable, then why does she go around talking about his member? Why? If you feel uncomfortable, you would give him 50 feet every time he enters a room. You would not want anything to do with that man. Because why? He makes you feel uncomfortable. Okay, Juan. So Robyn goes inside, right? And she calls Candace. Hello. Hey, girl. Listen, I had thought about something and Juan was like talking some sense into me, okay? So what I'm going to need for you to do is I'm going to need you to play aunt and ask Wendy if you can bring her kids and she can stay at the house, okay? So she was like, oh my gosh. Okay, I will definitely ask. So Candace going to say in the confessional. This was so funny to me. Candace going to say in the confessional, I'm sure that when I ask Wendy about the kids, she's going to tell me to go to hell and for Robyn to go to the hell underneath that. Oh, that tickled me. And it was so funny because the fact that Candace is in this confessional wearing red, oh child, that made it even funnier, honey. She said Wendy gonna tell her to go to hell and tell Robyn to go to the hell underneath that. Oh child, you would definitely be going to Hades asking me for my kids, honey, to be around a woman that can't stand me. Child, please, I wish my kids would go around a woman that don't like their mama. Moving forward. In the next scene, Karen is at home and gets a FaceTime from Raven. And, she's cleaning out the kitchen and she's throwing out all this chicken. Karen, why are you throwing out all this chicken? There are food banks you could have donated that chicken to. You could have called one of the heifers and asked what they eating tonight. Did they forget to thaw out anything because you got something for them? Why would you throw away the chicken? Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Child, oh my goodness, honey. And she's like, she went to the doctor and they did some tests and they found out that, for her gut health and just for her health in general, that she shouldn't be eating the dirty bird. Oh, well, honey, keep me in the dark because I need some chicken. Honey, call it stereotypical, call it whatever you want, but don't call me when I'm in line at Popeyes. Because I'm getting my chicken and I don't care what nobody got to say about it. So Raven asked her about how her and Ray were doing, right? So she sits down, gets to talking to Raven, and Karen tells her about how Ray was talking about her being a negative influence on Raven with the boobies of it all. And Raven was like, girl, no, he ain't coming for you. And Karen was like, girl, yeah, because he don't know that me and you talk to each other as adults, but I'm not worried about your daddy. Charlie wasn't giving much. Karen, clock in here, okay? You're not doing much so far, Grand Dame, and I like you, but come on now. Girl, where are you? I don't want it to be that the only time you shine is when you say a little bit in the confessional or when you arguing with Gizzard. Okay, because these little scenes with Ray and now with Raven, it ain't giving nothing. In the next scene, Ashley's at the penthouse and her publicist, Antaya, stops by. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Antaya. She's a publicist turned friend. So they start talking about this divorce. So Ashley tells her that they have a statement ready because people are going to jump on it if they see, Michael out in the club and they're going to be wondering why he in the club taking pictures. She was like, yeah, I appreciated that in the beginning, but I really just don't want them taking pictures. I'm cool. So before the people get to talking, they want to get in front of the enemy. Okay, shout out to David. So they want to get in front of the enemy and put out their own statement. So child, she starts to read this statement. Baby, these clips that they are showing of Michael and Ashley, baby, got Michael looking crazy as hell. Girl, he should have been out. Do you hear me? When I say been out, he should have been out. The publicist told her no matter what they put out, the trolls are going to troll. Man, we ain't trolling. These producers are trolling. Okay? We ain't trolling nothing. We see the facts and we just gonna speak on the facts, honey. That's all I'm saying. So it's the day of the family fun day with the kids, right? So Rob gets there first. No one in sight. Okay, so he gonna play with y'all out in the front yard, but not out in public. Got it. Robyn's silly behind keeps mentioning Wendy. She's like, yeah, I didn't invite her, but I invited her kids. Please stop repeating that. Please stop saying that. It sounds dumb. Just stop saying it. So we see everybody on their way there, right? They're all in the cars, and Mia's in the car, bad-mouthing her mom yet again. Okay, I guess when one story didn't work out, she done moved on to this. She said since she talked to her aunt, her and her mom are doing much better. Side note, I like the bob in the confessional, Leah. I like it. Yes, I said Leah. I changed the M to a L because she got a little line problem. So forever and thus and such, Mia shall be named Leah over here on this channel. So G and her, they in the car, they talking. So G asks Leah where her and Candace are. And she's like, I mean, we're good, I guess. I mean, we're nothing. Like, I mean, I said, hey, ladies. So if she wants to be included in the ladies, then there's that. Like, I just really forget that she's there. Well, honey, I'm sure the feeling's mutual. Okay? Moving forward. So Mia gets there, right? And in the confessional, she's like, yeah, Rob is pretty regular. So I wasn't expecting much. I feel like I could have stayed home with my 13-year-old. So then they show Gizzard, right? So Giselle rolls up and she's like, oh, this is nice. It's crazy. It was such a contrast because Mia is here like, what do you see out here, Mia? Nothing but dirt and sticks and rocks. Here goes Giselle, honey, because you know she coming from the Etch-a-Sketch house, honey, and it just got a driveway. Oh, this is nice. I like this. Okay, fun day. Girl, it don't take much to impress Gizzard. Wendy ain't missing nothing. Wendy, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. You are not missing a thing. Okay? Not nothing. Please thank your lucky stars. Robyn got them in a field of dreams with one table and some aluminum foil pans, honey. Probably got cold hamburger and hot dog buns in them and some cold wieners. Child, I don't even see no condiments. Ain't no bounce house. Ain't no Capri Suns. Ain't no soda. It's not a cooler in sight. You're fine. Okay? You're fine. So she claims that Juan didn't come because of a root canal. Not Juan scheduling the root canal on that day on purpose, honey, and he ain't fooling me. So then Karen shows up. Hey, girl. So then Mia's BFF Jacqueline shows up with her ex. Here go Giselle. Listen, Giselle, let people get acclimated to the space first. You just bust up on the scene and start talking. That's why people want to go off on you. You got to stop. Okay, just give them a second to get themselves together. She was like, I thought y'all were getting divorced. She was like, oh, we are. He's my PP. And she was like, you're what? Yeah, my parenting partner. And Giselle was like, oh, girl, I didn't know what you were talking about, honey. The last time I heard PP, it stood for tiny penis. Child, this is a whole fool. So then Robyn gets a text from Candace saying Wendy declined the offer. So in the confessional, Robyn is like, see, it's not about the kids. It's not about the kids. Girl, are you dumb? What are you talking about? It is about the kids. Who in their right damn mind sends their kids with a person they aren't familiar with? What kind of mom are you? We know you like to sleep the day away, honey, and the kids fend for themselves, but some of the parents are hands-on. And I'm not handing over my kids to Candace to practice with. No, you don't know how Candace drives. No offense to you, Candace. You don't know how she drives. You don't know where they're going to end up. I don't care if y'all are filming. I'm not handing my children over to her to be in an environment with someone who doesn't care for me. That's not the real world. Like, girl, you are really getting on my nerves. You are really getting on my nerves. So she's standing over there. They all standing in a group, right? And she's like, yeah, so Candace and Sharice, they're late. Wendy wasn't invited. Karen was like, girl, what? Oh, no, that's not cool. She was like, what? I mean, what are you saying? Karen said, that's petty. Like, you should have been the bigger person. Y'all don't know how to act when I'm not around. I should be able to take a sick day. What's wrong with you heifers? Of course, Robyn doesn't get it. She's still trying to state her case. Robyn, you're wrong. Okay? You're wrong. It's petty. You're going to make those kids feel excluded. And it's just childish. At the end of the day, you should have called Wendy and said, you know what? I rethink my position. Me and you don't have to interact with each other, but I don't want to count your kids out. I don't want your kids to miss out on us being in this field of dreams. So just come on out here and we'll work this thing out a little bit later, honey. But don't say nothing to me. Okay, stay over on your side. I'm going to stay over on mine. And watch out when we play dodgeball. And that's just that on that. Girl, anyway. So Sharice shows up and Karen breaks out into a coughing fit. I said, child, what's happening? Child, she needed a mask and everything. I said, oh, child, somebody please get the albuterol because Karen is coughing. She was like, I have an upper respiratory infection and I need to get to the nearest CVS. She's like, I just got to get my Z-Pack. So Robyn and Giselle over there like, you know, she did that to get away from you. So here goes Sharice. Oh, she doesn't like me. No, she doesn't. And that's been made very clear. And I don't know, honey. Karen ain't that good of an actress. So I think she was actually suffering, but it was just mighty coincidental that she started suffering as soon as Sharice and her strong perfume came in. Honey, I don't know if Sharice had on white diamonds, honey, and it whiffed over Karen's way. Oh, Lord. Y'all know I'm making that up, child. I'm finally feeling a little better, honey, and I got to act a fool. So anywho, Karen was coughing, child. She done put on her mask and she done been ushered off to the side. But even if she wasn't, it's okay because the Grand Dame wasn't going to participate right no way. So it's going to be fine. She avoiding Sharice like I used to do Rent-A-Center when I ain't pay for my big screen that week. You remember when Rent-A-Center would come knocking on your door, child, if you didn't pay? Honey, don't act like I'm the only one. Honey, don't think I don't know that somebody else out there did not pay Rent-A-Center when you was in college. Because, baby, they would knock and I would get to laying low. That's how Karen ran out of there, honey. Karen ran out of there like she had seen a Rent-A-Center truck. Moving forward. This event is awful. Okay, even for a park. It's just awful. You should have called Cynthia and asked her how she put together the Bailey Bowl. You remember that very first Bailey Bowl? Funky Dineva was in that episode of the Bailey Bowl. He was one of the referees. And she put it together and everybody came in with their teams. That was a good old time. But this right here, honey, what is this? I just don't understand. So Candace and this natural hair, they show up. Baby, I am loving this hair. Woo! I am loving it. I'm loving the color. I'm loving the fullness. I'm so happy she giving them wigs a break. I love it. Candace didn't even speak to Gizzard. Okay? But she did speak to Grace. Honey, I guess that's all the Grace Giselle is going to get. Pun intended. And she's like, yeah, Candace is going too far with this. No, you went too far. You went too far, Giselle. She's not going too far. You're saying that her husband is like a creep. What do you think she's supposed? Hey, Giselle, girl, don't worry about it. He is a little creepy. No, you went too far. So then Ashley finally shows up. Hey, girl. And so Giselle asks her about the house hunting. And so Leah was asking if the separation was mutual. And Ashley said, well, he's not fighting for it. So I'm assuming that the feeling is mutual. She said it's just really hard because he's getting a vasectomy today. And I think that's for the best. Okay, and Michael ain't stupid. He already know he paying you child support for them two you got. She said that Michael thinks she's trying to get pregnant. Okay. Ashley, quit playing in my face throughout this season, honey. Your soon-to-be ex-husband that you're divorcing but buying a house with thinks you're trying to get pregnant, although you're not having sex with him. You're only having coochie cravings that you're not giving into. So how are you trying to get pregnant with a man you ain't sleeping with? Ashley, zip it. Okay? Zip it. And Gizzard, I just thought about something. How you gonna get mad because Candace don't want to come over there and hug your neck when Wendy tried to walk in and speak to you and you didn't want anything to do with her? You didn't speak. You wanted nothing to do with that. That's the same way Candace feels about you. Moving forward. Mia is like, well, he didn't do anything to you, did he? Girl, of course he did. You need to go back and watch old seasons over on the Peacock. Yes. Ashley is like, no, he didn't do anything to me. Girl, anyway. So Jackie, who is Mia's best friend, is trying to figure out, well, then why are y'all getting separated? So Ashley brings up wanting threesomes and she's not in it anymore and she's not on that type of time. And so Jacqueline was like, girl, yeah, that's like him. He always wants me to have threesomes like all the time. Threesomes? Child, you see how she looked at Mia? I said, Mia, is she talking to you? Girl, let me find her. So she was like, yeah, I just don't want to do that anymore. So they're talking about the threesomes of it all. And so Ashley was like, so are you bisexual? And what are you? She's like, I like people. Here go Leah. She is. She'll try anything. I'm pretty sure you and G know. Okay. Allegedly. So Ashley and Candace are over talking on the side, right? About Candace and her egg retrieval. So Ashley is reassuring her like, girl, it's not a failure. Like, it's just time for you to regroup, but that doesn't mean you're failing. And she's like, listen, I put you on my journal. I put some baby dust on you. Candace said, what's that? Oh, my goodness. Ashley was like, well, no, it's super positive. It's affirmations and stuff, just to help you, along your process. Candace was like, listen, don't write my name in no book. If it don't involve God, I'm unfamiliar with that. Okay? Don't put no voodoo on me because I don't just know you like that. And honey, I know that's right. I knew what she meant by that, even though I knew what Ashley meant by baby dust. Okay? And it's just so ironic that a few seasons ago, Candace was getting on Ashley about drinking when she was trying to have a baby. And now here Ashley is encouraging her when she's having trouble conceiving. But, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. But I know what Candace means, honey. That's why I stopped telling people to pray for me. Because everybody don't mean you good. People be praying over you and over your downfall. Praying sickness into your life. You got to stay prayed up. Just take a moment, even when you're just doing random stuff, and just pray. In your mind, he hears it. Child, I just don't trust people, honey. Oh, no, ma'am. Moving forward. 14 hours later. Child, we see Ashley in the car, right? Ashley gets the news that her separation news is out. And she doesn't know who leaked it. Gizzard, get in here. Everything that happened, I blame it on Giselle. Giselle, this was all you. This got you written all over it. No, I'm just kidding. So Ashley calls her publicist and she was like, girl, I don't know why people feel the need to tell my business. So the publicist advises Ashley, girl, go ahead and release that statement. So Ashley was like, I've been trying to call Michael, but he's not answering. I know he's on his way to Vegas. I just don't know what's going on. It's going straight to voicemail. And I'm upset because people are demonizing Michael. Girl, we've been doing that since season 1. Child, don't worry about that. And child, we're going to do what we're going to do, okay? And Ashley, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. The only way to make sure that your business don't get out is not to tell a soul. Nobody. When I say nobody, I mean nobody. Don't tell nobody nothing that you don't want to get out. It just ain't making no sense. So she decided to go ahead and release the statement. And that was the end of the episode. Child, we don't give a damn about you and Michael separating. No, not separating. We just hoping it's real. We're happy for you, honey. Good luck, Chuck. Child, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this filler episode. It didn't really give much. And if I'm really being real, Potomac, let's get into it. Because I feel like y'all trying to kind of skate by a little bit. I feel like y'all trying to kind of skate by. Okay? Now, we put a lot of hype around y'all because, Atlanta has fallen flat the past few seasons. But I got my good eye on y'all, and y'all ain't fooling me. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.